Well, hello friends and neighbors. John, your whiskey neighbor here. Welcome down the Nook. It's Saturday and I think we're going to shoot a few weeks of some Scotch. Probably start with sherried Scotch, but I have a number of bottles that, I'm into about halfway, and I think I better share some of my thoughts with you guys. So we're going to start with some sherried Scotch. This will be, we'll talk about the Glenrothes 12-year-old. So if you've got any Scotch or any sherried Scotch, why don't you pour a dram? When you come back, we'll talk about Glenrothes 12.
3, 4.
Thanks for staying with me. As I was saying in the opener, we're going to talk Scotch for a few weeks, I think. It's summertime, and I'm on my potentially last summer break. So I should have some time to shoot outside when the weather is good. We're still in a heat wave here in Alberta, which is bizarre. So I got to come down to the basement where I can catch my breath. This is Glenrothes 12. You know, they are really known for their vintage or their unique single releases. But quite a while back, Glenrothes really established a core, or do they call it a Solero range? I can't remember now. And this is one of the core expressions, so it's fairly widely available. They say right on it, and good for them, that this has been aged in sherry seasoned casks, which is probably what the vast majority of the business is doing. But good for them for saying it right on here. It also says natural color, so that's nice. We've got an age stamp, 12 years. It's released only at 40%, and it doesn't say it anywhere, so we really kind of assume that what's in here has been chill filtered down at 40%. But ex-sherry seasoned, 12 years old, natural color. We've got kind of a nice light copper hue. Let's see what we get on this Scotch on the nose. It's lightly spicy. We got some vanillas, but cinnamons right away. A nice gentle fruiting on the nose. Nice nose. I think it might draw you in if you like Scotch. It's got a little bit of light sulfur and a little bit of light must that I get often on Scotch. It's ex-sherry. But nice light fruits like nectarines, light tangerine. No, not tangerine, not orangey like that. I meant like really light peach, not as sweet as that. All right, on the palate, Sláinte. That's nice. It's a little almost more spicy than rich dark leathered fruits. Ex-sherry can go a lot of different ways. For me, those are almost two real classes of ex-sherry. One that's going to go into a richer, thicker fig, dark, rich, kind of drippy sherry, whereas this is really going into the fruit is there from the sherry for sure, or the light Speyside Scotch that we have in here. So, a little sweeter than the normal apple orchard kind of that I get off Speyside, but for me it's falling a little more into cinnamon, a little more into allspice even, and slight walnut going on in there. So it's fading a little bit more into that. The finish is pretty light. In fact, that's probably the least of this bottle. It stands out as the least interesting for me. Sweet, inviting nose. Fairly light. You're getting some of the orchard fruits and whatnot, but really, to me, fades into cinnamons, allspice. A little edge of wood there, some older oak. I mean, it's not old, but you get that little bit of mossy oak. So I like this dram. I was able to get it from Sierra Springs, one of my favorite in the province, for a really great price. So Given that price, I really enjoy it. It didn't stand out like really almost as much sherry as I was kind of hoping. 12 years, even if it's just seasoned, if it's all in sherry, I thought, well, maybe we're going to get a little more resinous. But I should have known at 40%, resinous is pretty tough to pull off. Do I like it? I do. It's a solid 3.5 for sure. It's enjoyable. I think an obvious comparison would be the Glenrothes, if you can still get it. Glenrothes 12 really is a similar ballpark in price, although it's hard to get still in Alberta, which is kind of strange. This one is still both natural color and non-chill filtered. I hear we might be losing the filtration thing, but this is 43% XPX, Pedro Jimenez, and Oloroso sherry. I don't know the ratios, but certainly a standard comparison for me for an affordable, good tasting sherried Scotch. To see in this sitting how it holds up. A combination of a little more floral and richer dark fruits. In this comparison, this moves almost into an ex-bourbon kind of vanilla, little spicy cinnamon. Yeah, this is certainly a little richer, almost a little cherry on it. Cilantro, hope you have some. Coat's a little better. Could be the non-chill filtering. It's 43%, but it actually is cleaner in the palate. It coats well. Spicing comes up on the sides, but not in the core palate. The core palate stays into that, yeah, boy, coating. What's that? I almost thought I got a bit of almond on there. Better take another sip. Now I got it. When I was trying to say coating, it's a little bit of orange in this for me. It's not overpowering. I don't think it's going to be the first note you get, but when you play around in here, I get a little bit of orange, light chocolate on that. So these are great. In this sitting, I think I gave maybe 3.5 stars to Glenrothes. It's a good dram. I enjoy it. I like the Glenrothes 12 significantly more. I think you've seen me talk about it quite a bit. But in this direct comparison, it's richer, it's thicker, there's a few more layered. As I mentioned, that kind of deeper citrus comes out for me. The spicing takes a little while to build, but now it's coming, which actually lends to a bit longer finish. So this is a 4-star for me. If you can still get the natural color, unchill filtered, 43% 12-year-old, it should be on the shelf. Thanks for joining me here. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday, and I've got a few samples. If I get a bit of time, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.